The White House appears to want more time for this diplomatic crisis. The president claims his administration will have a report within the next 2 days that would explain what he calls the overall impact of the Khashoggi murder. But in the same breath, he says the CIA has not finished its work, even though there are news reports that say the agency has an assessment that points to the Crown Prince. Before he returned to the White House in the wee hours this morning, the president promised new answers on the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi by Tuesday.
We're going to come up with a report as to what we think the overall impact was and who caused it and who did it.
While aboard Air Force One Saturday, the president was briefed by phone.
I spoke with our CIA director.
But Mr. Trump denied that the CIA has already determined that the Saudi Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman, ordered the killing. An intelligence assessment first reported by the Washington Post and confirmed by NBC News.
They haven't assessed anything yet. It's too early. That was a very premature report, but that's possible.
Giving himself breathing room as he tries to manage a strategic relationship with the Saudi royal family. While avoiding criticism of the Crown Prince, the president commented on new sanctions targeting Saudis linked to the killing.
We're being very tough on a lot of people.
The president also set a different deadline for himself. His written answers to questions from the special counsel will be turned in soon.
We do that next week. They're all done.
And with House Democrats coming to power, the president curiously offered to help Nancy Pelosi secure the gavel with GOP votes if needed.
Can you believe it? I like Nancy Pelosi. I mean, she's tough and she's smart, but she deserves to be speaker.
Perhaps an attempt to protect himself.
Now they're playing games with her, just like they'll be playing with me. It's called presidential harassment.
And Willie, if you thought the campaign season was over, the president has announced that a week from tomorrow he will hold 2 campaign rallies. That's on the eve of a runoff election in Mississippi, and he'll be there to work on behalf of the Republican Senate candidate. We thought it was over, but not quite yet.
The endless campaign season. Kelly O'Donnell at the White House. Kelly, thank you.